Commander Zara Vex stared at the tactical display, her cybernetic implants processing the impossible data streaming across her neural interface. The Terran defense grid had activated 3 hours ago, and now Earth sat behind an impenetrable barrier of quantum-twisted space-time, sealed away from the rest of the galaxy like a pearl in an oyster shell. "Status report," she commanded, her voice echoing through the bridge of the Imperial Dreadnought Hegemony's fist. Lieutenant Krell, his blue-scaled Altarian features tense with concentration, manipulated the holographic controls. "Ma'am, we've lost all communication with Earth. The quantum barrier is deflecting our transmission arrays, subspace relays, even the emergency quantum entanglement channels. It's as if the planet simply vanished from our dimensional framework." Zara's jaw tightened. She had warned the High Council months ago that their aggressive expansion policies would eventually provoke humanity's homeworld. Earth had been conquered 2 centuries earlier, its population subjugated and forced to serve the Galactic Empire's insatiable hunger for resources and slave labor. But humans had always been resourceful. "What about our occupation forces planet-side?" she asked, though she already suspected the answer. No response from the 47th Legion or any of our administrative centers. The last transmission we received was from Governor Maltheus, reporting some kind of massive energy surge from the planet's core. Krell paused, his reptilian eyes reflecting the crimson warning lights. Then, silence. The tactical officer, a cybernetically enhanced human named Chen, looked up from his station. His loyalty to the Empire had been chemically ensured decades ago, but Zara could see something flickering behind his artificial neural dampeners, a ghost of his original personality. "Commander, long-range sensors are detecting similar quantum signatures from 17 other systems. All of them former human colonies." Zara felt a chill run down her spine. She pulled up the galactic map, watching as red warning indicators bloomed across known space like a spreading infection. Every world with a significant human population had gone dark simultaneously. The scale of coordination required for such an operation was staggering. "How is this possible?" she muttered, more to herself than to her crew. "We destroyed their military capabilities. We disbanded their governments. We even outlawed their scientific research programs." Chen's voice came out mechanically flat, but she caught the slight emphasis on certain words, a subtle rebellion against his neural conditioning. "Perhaps we underestimated their resourcefulness, Commander. Humans have always been adaptable when faced with extinction." The communications array suddenly crackled to life, filled with static and strange harmonic frequencies. Through the interference, a voice emerged calm, measured, and undeniably human. "Attention, Imperial Fleet. This is Dr. Elena Vasquez, speaking on behalf of the Terran Liberation Network. We know you're out there, Zara." The bridge fell silent. How did they know her name? How were they even transmitting through the quantum barrier? The voice continued, "We've been watching your fleet movements for the past 72 hours. We know you're preparing to breach our defenses. We're here to explain why that would be inadvisable." Zara activated the response channel. "Dr. Vasquez, I don't know how you've managed this parlor trick, but you're harboring Imperial citizens and resources. Stand down your barrier immediately, or face the consequences." A soft chuckle echoed through the comm system. "Consequences? Commander, I don't think you understand the situation. We didn't just close our doors, we evolved beyond them." The main view screen flickered, displaying what appeared to be Earth's solar system. But something was wrong. The space around the planet rippled like water, and geometric patterns of impossible complexity danced between the dimensions. 200 years of oppression taught us valuable lessons, Dr. Vasquez explained. You took our freedom, our dignity, our children. But you couldn't take our curiosity. While your empire stagnated, believing itself supreme, we secretly developed technologies you can't even comprehend. Quantum mechanics was just the beginning. The truth. The quantum barriers weren't just defensive, they were windows into parallel dimensions. Through each one, she could see fleets of human ships, their designs unlike anything in Imperial records. Sleek vessels that seemed to fold space around themselves, weapons that fired concentrated reality distortions, and worst of all, ships crewed by humans who looked different, enhanced, evolved. We spent 2 centuries preparing for this moment, the voice continued. Every human taken as a slave, every colony brutally suppressed, every child raised in imperial indoctrination centers, they all carried dormant genetic modifications, quantum processors grafted into their neural tissue, and most importantly, an unbreakable connection to the Liberation Network. Lieutenant Krell's scaled face had gone pale. Commander, I'm detecting massive energy buildups in 17 sectors. Whatever they're planning. The transmission cut him off. Commander Vex, your empire has 36 hours to begin withdrawing from all occupied human territories. Every world, every station, every mining facility. Return what you've stolen, and perhaps we can coexist peacefully. And if we refuse, Zara found herself asking, though she dreaded the answer, then you'll discover why closing our doors was a mercy, not a retreat. We've spent 2 centuries learning to fight like humans, not with brute force and overwhelming numbers, but with intelligence, patience, and the complete willingness to sacrifice everything for freedom. The view screen shifted, showing impossible vistas of planets where humans had terraformed not just the surface, but the underlying quantum structure of matter itself. Cities that existed in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Ships that could phase in and out of reality at will. You see, Commander, we didn't just learn to defend ourselves. We learned to transcend the limitations you tried to impose on us. And now, every human in your empire, every slave, every indentured servant, every loyal citizen like your Lieutenant Chen, carries the seeds of liberation in their very DNA. Zara looked at Chen, whose artificial composure was finally cracking. Behind his cybernetic implants, she could see the return of something the Empire had tried to destroy: hope. The doors are closing, Commander, Dr. Vasquez said softly. But not to keep us in. To keep you out. You have 36 hours to decide whether humanity's future includes forgiveness or revenge. The transmission ended, leaving the bridge in stunned silence. Outside the viewports, the quantum barriers around Earth pulsed like a heartbeat, and Zara realized that humanity's